Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're here today to check out Hyposphere before it comes out on May 5th. And Hyposphere is like an arcade pinball machine, had a baby with monkey ball in an extra dimensional place with low poly, kinda high poly. And it's developed by Atom Software and published by Sometimes You. And that's about all I know. Well, it's best to just show you what this sucker looks like, because it's differenty, that is for sure. So I could continue my current game, but where would be the fun in that? We need to reveal a world full of all the funnest, things. So it starts out, you've got a ball, and you've got like this endless track floating over some sort of bizarre terrain, and your goal is to get to that blue tunnel at the end, which is like a transporter. And as you go, you can pick up these coins and some of these things. Not really sure what they are. And you get points. And you can fall off and die, and you have optional areas where you can hop. Although hopping tends to lead to death a lot in this game. You can go to optional areas and you can get extra little bits and bops of these. They kind of look like spinning tops, extra dimensional spinning tops. I think that's the best way I have of describing them. And those are what give you a higher score. Not really sure why you want a higher score. Never seen a reason to worry about a score. And you can also just get a bunch of this money. Again, I'm not really sure why you need money in this game. Whoop, a little too fast there. Not really sure why you would need money in a game about a rolling marble. And actually, the sound has gone very quiet on me for some reason. There we go. Gonna turn up my volume just a smidgen. So there's some variable terrain here that you have to navigate with your cute little ball. I mean, I'd say cute, it's just like a little ball bearing. And you just gotta worry about, you know, physics and slight planes that angle off into murder in space. And that's about it, really. I mean, it seems very simple and fairly intuitive, but I can say that the one thing it does have that's weird is just the physics seem to have their own opinion about what they ought to be doing at any given time. Especially the jumping. The jumping in this game tends to careen you off in some mysterious unknown direction half of the time that doesn't always make sense with, well, where you were facing, what direction you were going, or even how much you're paying for car insurance, just for some other factor that makes no sense. And it's also really easy to just zip off into space. Like, the physics in this game, they don't like me. They really, really don't. At all. They would just assume that I explode. And that is your primary foe in this game is really just the physics. So I'm not really sure. I think the fail state is when you run out of lives. I can say in this early build that I'm playing just before release, I think today's the 30th, that I've actually gotten to the point where I have infinite lives somehow. Not really sure why or how. Just careening off into the sunset here. It just kind of seems like you really want to play this game going slow and steady and relaxedly, because if you try to go fast, you'll end up like overzealously generating momentum and then just careening off into the distance and dying. And that's kind of disappointing. This feels like a game where you'd really want to like build up some momentum and get a nice flow going, but for the most part, you really don't want to do that. You really want to take your time and be careful and methodical, because there's really not a reason not to take your time. It's not like Mario or something, where you have a limited amount of time to complete each one of the missions or levels. It's just seemingly random obstacles like laser beams and there's chess pieces floating in space, and there's these giant murder rollers. And that's about it, really. I've seen no real rhyme or reason behind any of what I'm seeing. Honestly, the hardest part is just trying to jump without dying or getting murdered by space and time. And that's really the whole of it. I will say, though, despite being very simple and kind of random seeming in the background, the use of Unreal Engine 4 in this game certainly makes a very plain, otherwise boring game somewhat pretty to look at. Although I can say that I've had a fair number of frame drop issues, and this computer is running an NVIDIA 980, so take that as you will. And I just pulled myself up off the lip of that drop-off, so that's cool. So it looks like the blue things that you get are extra lives, which is... Oh, don't fall off, don't fall off. I ain't got time for that. Oh, are you serious with this? They're extra lives, which is probably very important, because I'm already very close to getting murdered by everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't fall out from under me. Dang it, I ain't got time for this. I gotta destroy the world and get all the monies. I actually got quite a bit of money from that round, actually. I had like 84. So what would you buy with money? Like, what's going on in this game where money is a factor? I mean, it's like I'm wandering through a blown-apart pinball machine in the 5th dimension, escaping an alien who is really bored on a Saturday. And given the intro music to this game, where it's like, we gotta save the human world, the human race, are we like, did aliens destroy our planet or something? Like, is that what's happened? Because I certainly can't tell that if that is the case. Oh, don't fall into the abyss. Come on, Momentum. You can build up more of yourself than that. Dang it. Do I have to just rip across that divide? Yeah, for a $3 game, this is just not the best. Come on. The momentum. I hate the physics and the momentum. And there's only one, like, basic setting, and that is normal. I'm not feeling normal. I'm feeling just pulled by gravity in every flippin' direction. That said, this game does play pretty well on the gamepad and the controller, which I can't say for a lot of games lately. No! I got a little bit too much momentum and whoop! Off into the void. So yeah, this game controls pretty much like ass. And it doesn't seem like there's any option to really improve that. I'm just playing with default, and default should do me just fine to begin with in any game, honestly. Like, I see no reason why it shouldn't just work. And I think the other thing would be if I could use my right analog stick on my game controller to move the camera, because I have a much easier time if I can just deal with obstacles head on, like looking straight ahead, as opposed to whatever's happening here. Because it's hard for me to judge distances when you're constantly changing direction to left, right, forward, back, going to the moon, somewhere else for vacation or something. Just having one fixed camera angle just doesn't do it for me. And oddly, like, it's weird with the graphics too. The graphics are both, like, bad and good at the same time. They're, like, not inspiring, to say the least. There's good textures, good, like, depth of field effects, and, like, light shafts and color blooms, and I guess I'm just gonna go off into the void again. Is there a magnet over there, ball boy? Does it call to you from across time and space? Well, screw it. I'm just gonna take this nice and easy, and maybe that'll work. You know what? Let's see if I can just rip right across. This might be the ticket right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Okay. I think the main thing that this game lacks is you can't build momentum because it just ends up killing you. Also, random lasers. I don't know why, as a metal, non-corp, like, sentient ball, I'd be worried about lasers? Wouldn't a ball just pass right through a set of lasers like it's nothing? That doesn't really strike me as a huge problem. Okay. I guess hopping's not allowed on this particular course. Because this is what I'm talking about with this game. Like, you build up momentum, which seems to be the right thing to do, and then you hop when you think is the right time to hop, and then you just careen into the abyss. It's like there's zero pacing in this game. And it's not like I missed out on, okay, I guess I'm just gonna do a backspin here. It's not like I've missed out on a tutorial course or some tidbit of information. It's just a thing that happens and it's, oh, okay, that actually, the lasers killed me. I'm a metal ball. How is that even possible? What is even happening here? This is just a bizarre, semi-decent looking time killer that kind of annoys me more than, can't even react. You can't, you bounce slightly the wrong way, you're just screwed. I mean, why even have lives on normal difficulty? Like, what, am I saving Earth? What is happening? Why is it happening? I don't know. Yeah, this game is just making me saucy. It just doesn't seem to know what it wants me to be or to do. And into the void! And there's just no winning in this game. Score of 99 or nothing. Don't seem to matter. Alright, screw it. We'll just try to truck. We'll try to line it up pro style. Prodaciously. The camera angles are just killing me too. Come on, nope. Can I jump in the air? Is that a thing? I feel like that might suddenly be a thing. For no reason, like double jumping has not been established as a reality in this game. But maybe. Let's find out, shall we? What's the worst that could happen? I could fall off this gently rolling wooden texture that is actually somewhat blurry and fall back into the abyss. That just sounds like a merry alternative to what has been happening so far. I should mention that supposedly there is some way to like get these oh, did that work? It did. Well, I got 100 for a score. I got an achievement, but I could not, like, turn fast enough to avoid the death ray. I don't know. This game feels kind of poorly laid. Oh, I can double jump in midair. Okay. It feels poorly laid out. It doesn't feel like it has a tempo or a pacing to it, or if it does, it's mysterious to me. It controls poorly. It looks Unreal Engine beautiful. I mean, there's depth of field effects and there's like light shafts and blooms, and Orlando Bloomin' Onion was here at some point, but I don't know. This game does absolutely nothing for me. I couldn't even tell you who I thought this was for. It's just not very good. I feel like if you just had like an obstacle course that didn't feel like it was supposed to be running fast like Sonic the Hedgehog. Because I see a track. I want to run fast. I want to go super fast like Sonic. Even though no matter how fast I run, I can't run away from the shame. But you can't. You can't build up momentum because it screws you. Every time. It just screws you over. I don't understand. Oh, I threaded the needle one time. Look at me, I'm fancy. Whee! Oh boy. Okay, screw you. I'm going this way. Over where the light bloom was. Multiple branching paths. Look at you guys getting all fancy. And I think I see the exit somewhere over the— oh goodness, don't be a jump. Don't be a jump. I would hate you so much if there's just another random jump. Oh, there is a jump, just on that other path. You gotta jump up onto the only path available. Alright, whatever. So yeah, this is Hyposphere. It's not, oh, you can go to the shop. What's in the shop? Oh boy. I sure don't give a shit. It's just lives. Why not just give me more lives? Why make me buy them? What is even the reason for this? Okay, give me more lives. 10 lives for all my money. That is not nearly enough to save me in this game. Yeah, Hyposphere. It's kind of bland. It's kind of not great. It's $3. Comes out on the 5th. Check it out if you really must. But I've had some frame issues. It controls like a brick. It's like you're hucking a brick down a bobsled course. And for some reason, it's just got this we gotta save the human race thing. Are we saving Earth? Why would a ball bearing save Earth? Ball bearings aren't people. They don't have feelings. They're ball bearings. Alright, I've been Larry. This has been Hyposphere. I'll catch you guys and gals later. Toodles, everybody.